aren't they just, running dribble handoffs? And
look out.
Doing?
Here comes a showtime.
But that's similar to Arizona State here. They just have taken some time to figure out who they're going to be.
McKissic pulls his top.
I think so far both teams doing a good job defensively. That's a travel.
Goodman got away with one. McKissic for three. Rebound, though, by Savon Goodman. McKissic. Wild shot. Got the follow tip. By Blakes.
It's great defensive possession. And that wasn't just a good defensive possession because they only had to play defense for 30 seconds. A great shot.
Allen on McKissic. McKissic! Oh my!
Finger roll that's thrown outside by Brima. Wide open, though. Begins tomorrow as McKissic gets a steal.
Watch out. Watch this.
He can rattle the rim and does here. Nolan muscles one up, gets his own miss, beats the shot clock, can't bank it home, and a strong rebound in traffic by McKissic.
I love this McKissic kid. He got a 6th year of eligibility right.
Savon Goodman bounces it along the baseline, and Shaq McKissic sets it up. Thought about a three, being challenged to shoot, accepts the challenge. Shaq McKissic leans in and scores.
Down the stretch of this game.
Hamilton out of control. McKissic leans in and lays it home again. How does Arizona State respond after the timeout? Jerry Blakes to the corner. It's McKissic. They responded.
There's the other thing about the 30-second clock. You better get to your zone sets quickly.
McKissic with the left.
Screens and dribble handoffs. Blakes is 0 for 2. Back tap. McKissic attacks the rack. Blocked initially. 4 to 6, 7 guys. They get a rebound. They just take it. You don't need to find Holder, wait for Holder or anybody else. Just get it and go. And Jacobs off the ball. So maybe the plan is to play McLaughlin on the ball and Jacobs off next year.
Bad turnover. McKissic the other way. And he laid it. 18 games this year before the foot injury derailed his season. In late January against Stanford. Here's Holder, the no-look, up the floor.
Now, can they get it done?
Exactly. Let's see what they have learned. They stay in that zone, and the matchup out of the zone. McKissic attacks the rack, goes to the iron, and laid it in.
5%, and they're 342nd in the country out of 351 teams.
Not a big reason that is why.
And the sophomore from LA for the Suns. Backdoor for McKissic.
To dribble or on back cuts as well.
A steal. Shaq McKissic off to the races.
It's out of it.
Win today for Cal. They will be the 6th seed of the Pac-12 tournament. Shaq McKissic. Singer has it stripped. McKissic. Foul. Back in. Here's McKissic. And Shaq.
One big guy to have, and he gets in foul trouble. He's got to stay in the game.
When he's in the games and tuned in and getting the ball, he's effective.
First, how he's really helped Michael Humphrey.
Yes.
McKissic has the steal. They've got numbers if he pushes it. He's going to go all the way. Brown, 0 for 2 from 3, 0 for 3 from 3. Here's Holder. He's looking to run every time. Pass to McKissic. He gets crushed, and it goes in.
Shot.
This is Shaq McKissic. He's their leading scorer. That crazy behind-the-back layup and one earlier in the game. Three-pointer. He's just been cold from 3. Usually he's terrific out there.
Had a great look.
McKissic pulls up. Thought he had numbers. Now pulls it back in. Goes to the rim. 14-point deficit at the half has now disappeared. McKissic strong to the glass. 11.
Arizona State can get back to penetration like McKissic right there. Getting
right. He's just not a player that we can see.
I feel bad for him because he's a great kid.
McKissic,
their point guard.
Arizona State by 2.
Mismatch from McKissic.
He's got 21. He's got 20.
Curry and Randy Heimerman working this matchup. Shaq McKissic weaves his way to the basket. Lately, the freshman to Jerry Blakes. That 3 is short. Loose ball underneath. Shaq McKissic is on 4. 0 run. Shaq McKissic. Yes, by 9. Shaq McKissic. McKissic open. It sticks.
He's going to be a special player. Obviously, learning on the job, like you said.
Josh Scott had his shot blocked by Eric Jacobson. Shaq McKissic, the jump. Colorado's made their last 4 shots from the floor. Shaq McKissic hits it.
At a season high 19 points in January against UW. McKissic at 3.
Here comes Blake's trying to push. You can see ASU trying to get some tempo going in what has been a low-scoring half.
For Arizona State, and he stopped it.
McKissic in.
Passes. A long 2 by Isaac Hamilton, who's really been up and down this year. Didn't have a basket.
Beautiful.
One hand block at 7. Here's McKissic and a 3 blocked by Powell. Timers at 3. McKissic. Parker. By the way, those free throws on the other end were the first by either team here in the game. The miss by Hamilton. Arizona State looking to run. Herb Sendek said they wanted to push it, and they do. A 3. Magic are better than Jordan. Here's
You don't listen. That's why.
Here's McKissic to the bucket and a 3-point.
And his hire is the new AD. Ray Anderson, a Stanford man, a Harvard lawyer. Beautiful inbounds pass. And
Williams Goss goes baseline, gets cut off, and turns it over. Arizona State transition. That's a nice give up. A threat from outside. Gilling's only 1 for 6 on the trip. He's alone in the corner. Holder ignores him, kicks it back to McKissic. Big bounce off the front of the iron. Kemp had it, lost it.
Great job by McKissic digging down there to jar it loose.
McKissic. Blanks kick to the corner. McKissic.
Love it.
Williams Goss, the fade, hits the side of the board. Here comes McKissic, all the way to the basket.
Wow.
Because of the presence he's already established.
McKissic behind his back, got around lazy, giving McKissic a cushion around that 3-point line, daring him to shoot. Shaq wants to do that instead. A NCAA elimination game between the Bruins and the Ducks.
You're right, that'd be a huge game.
McKissic as we resume.
Jahi Carson, you talked about Tremaine Marshall, his big game. Let's see, Shaq already made up his mind what he's going to do with it.
McKissic, strong to the glass, impossible.
Side to see how Gilling responds. This is only the second time he started all year. Will he have the same impact with these starters as he does coming off the bench? So who else can make a play with this group?
Shaq McKissic.
There you go. Decision by Abdul-Bassett. You don't have it, kick it out, run some more offense. Didn't need to force that one up, especially with the lead.
McKissic. 3 threes now for the Devils tonight. Jacobson inside. McKissic from the corner. 3! Rebound, Jerry Blakes. The Sun Devils again look for the lead. Shaq McKissic open. 3! McKissic again. Whoa! 5! Points on turnover, second chance points.
Yep.
Shaq McKissic.
If I'm Morgan right now.
Having trouble getting a shot. McKissic. Off balance 3. Got it! McKissic. Shaq on the drive. Gets to the back. Rebound run down by Shaq McKissic. And McKissic. Off balance and 1. Still to come. Big one down the road in Tucson as Arizona hosting Oregon off the
in our guard Jacobson side. That's a bad matchup for Shafton now, just strength-wise. A little bit of hand contact. I just don't know what it has to do with anything in terms of affecting the game.
Shaq McKissic night.
A lot of continuity. 39 points with 7 minutes to go. They did not score a lot, but
McKissic and 1.
Blake's along the baseline. McKissic, he's been quiet here tonight, but makes
tone and the aggressiveness is awesome.
At both ends of the floor, a guy who's recorded a triple-double already this season. Shaq McKissic.
Tournament, there are no easy games in that league.
Nice job running the floor.
Abedius. And another deflection. Passing lane by McKissic. And he lays it.
Booker. And he throws it away. Jacobson ahead for Bo Barnes. 3-on-1. The lob for Shaq. Arizona State on the counterattack. 4-on-3.
And they need to take one shot here.
Shaq
after the double. Nope.
Lost it. Picked up by Bo Barnes. Flips it ahead. McKissic checks the clock. It's spiked.
Win this game if they have 9 more.
To the basket. Jerry Blakes has his shot blocked. Shaq McKissic 3.
Oh, you got to go up with that.
Shaq McKissic attacks.
And part of that, Jacobson out of the game. Let's see if they can go to Goodman.
Backdoor. Oh, McKissic. Good night.
Maybe the biggest non-conference win of this season for this conference.
And they won at UConn last year. McKissic all the way to the basket.
Gilliam to the corner, chin fake, instead a deep baseline 2. McKissic to tip it.
There's just 3 buckets. He gets one inside, then gets an in-between shot, then a 3.
McKissic, powerful first half because of moves like that he was able to finish. Bo Barnes cleaning up the glass. McKissic
on defense. Arizona State's having a really hard time getting situated.
Nice feed in.
The things that he's concerned with if Jacobson is that first step quickness at point of attack, which Bell has exploited 2 or 3 times. Boy, there's been a show that he's good on it. Jacobson's got to roll out of that thing faster. He's being guarded by a smaller player. Cook's maybe 6'5", 6'6". For him, I'm sure.
Now McKissic, there's the defense, picking Brooks. And
nice take.
Do what you want offensively. Horace Walker kicks out to nobody. Scooped up there in transition. Shaq McKissic. What they want to do. Shea in giant. He sees that Gary Payton II is off the court, and he's taking the lead role right now. McKissic back on the floor. Arizona State brought it within 5. It's been lengthened as Justice will bring it across. Justice under the hoop. McKissic. This will be their 10th win of the season. Their first in conference play. McKissic underneath. Drills it.
Had a terrible foot injury last year. Missed the NCAA tournament. But the foot, he had surgery, fully healed, and he's playing well this season. Shaq McKissic. New York in the game now. And a steal. McKissic again. Euro step. Got it up.
Arizona State leading it by 1. Attack of the basket. Step back. Jump. McKissic sets his feet, and Blakes went down hard, hit his head on the hardwood. This play back-to-backs. They play Friday, Saturday. McKissic at the other end.
And Jacobson. Barnes takes advantage. Shaq McKissic.
There you go.
Son, he's pushing it, but just can't get. I mean, a tough day continues.
But here's the thing. That's what scorers do. If you're counted on to score, you keep going until you can get it back up there, bring it out, run more offense. Nice.
Goodman. Shaq. And another chance. Get you over there. Wireless mic. Very
with a game against them. Here's a quick trigger, and Jerry Blakes with a recovery. Finds McKissic trailing.
that Lehigh struggled with. Turn the ball over. If they do that tonight against ASU, their chances are slim to win one because that gives open looks on the break.
Point out. ASU just unable to find those lanes to the rack like McKissic loves. To shoot a three instead.
No, there's 8 seconds.
A lot of urgency now. McKissic knows into the lane. Scoop lefty. For Goodman doesn't like it in deep. Throws outside of McKissic. 21 to shoot. ASU down 3. McKissic to the rack. Laid it up and in.
Trying to create off the bounce with the shot clock at 2. McKissic. How effective this has been. McKissic. Count it. Up top, they're not falling. The wing 3 ball is. McKissic this time gets it a little closer.
Played nicely this year. The one loss at Iowa, the other 5 wins, all by more than 10 points.
Arizona State will try to bang it inside of Jacobson. Drop. Trey Holder will bring it up for the Sun Devils off the high screen. McKissic to the cup. Oh, he's going to. McKissic, the crossover. And he comes on Olden and laid 7.
And that's the athleticism, the range. You can see got up pretty quickly there. Used the nice jumping ability.
McKissic off the screen.
He's behind. We'll see.
ASU will lead a 7. McKissic into the top. ASU, who are they? What are they? How will they react in close situations? They're 3 losses. Here's McKissic for 3 with 7.
Got the steal. But McKissic got the bucket.
Too deep.
Offensive rebound. There's.
If you've just joined us, Arizona State trailed by 15 points early. Here comes McKissic to the rack. Feel of a guy with more experience than he does. That time misses everything on the look.
Not a good decision that time.
McKissic all the way to the rack.
Guy is managing the game and getting better in this situation as a team.
McKissic.
Out of Anchorage, Alaska. We talked about ASU and their proficiency from the three-point line. Well, Colgate will shoot it from deep as well as
point shooter. And is even better since he has moved out of the starting lineup. McKissic fights, grabs it again, and 1. 5. Devils lead at 5. McKissic will try to get there, and he does. There's a circle round around that basketball. Won't go. Lob, Shaq. McMullen with 10. McKissic for ASU with 12.
Boy, McKissic continuing to misfire. Blake's on the baseline. This time McKissic takes it all the way to the...
And those points primarily coming from John Gilling and Bo Barnes, who lighten it up from beyond the arc, 7 of 10 between the two of them.
And McKissic
been here on Monday, a real grinder of a game in which Cookman sat in the zone.
Well, they were getting blown out in the first half, so they came out and just used it play yet. Guys are sucking wind.
McKissic, they gave him
translating into quick offense, because I think that's going to have to do it. They don't have any superior individual offensive players.